The beginnings of my videos usually start quite naturally. I have a shit ton of ideas and topics, I am unable to select one of them, and then I do an ooga booga go monkey brain. Basically, I just pick the first idea that pops into my blank mind. The thought you might have had before clicking on this video would have been, has this person turned into a furry? And while I am going to leave this up to imagination at the end of the video, at least it's safe to say that I have a bloody intro recorded. So here we are, and today we are having a look at Beastars. When it comes to diversity in stories, the main idea of a creator should always be centered on its world. The setting is extremely important for the audience because connections with the characters are developed over time. Whether the story is a sci-fi, horror, action, or even comedy, it's important for a creator to connect this style with the audience so that they know if the show is for them or not. The point that I'm trying to make with this entire diversity narrative is that Beastars does a great job at it. But wait, that isn't where our story even begins. Written and illustrated by Paru Itagaki, Beastars kicks off with an incredible scene of a gruesome murder, which immediately builds up to an understanding of its world. The coexistence of herbivores and carnivores in Cherryton School, which is filled with uneasiness between its characters because of a murder mystery. There are already so many things one can take away from this beginning. The food chain system that creates a question of possible discrimination of herbivores, and a mystery thriller plot that is here to be solved. Even a damn third grader can understand this. But maybe don't make a third grader watch this anime. Our story follows the life of Legoshi, a wolf and member of the drama club of Cherryton School. Being a carnivore, Legoshi is naturally feared and hated by the herbivores and becomes accustomed to that lifestyle. The narrative for the majority of the series follows his pursuit of finding the killer while also simultaneously overcoming psychological battles of his predatory instincts. Now, naturally every carnivore in the story is a possible suspect to the mystery plot, but the story naturally progresses through as we get to know other sides of the world. Here is the part where we talk about the characters. To call out some of these characters supporting is kind of an injustice because their individual arcs are extremely important to the forward momentum. We got Lewis, the most popular student at the school and the star of the drama club, Haru, a rabbit and a member of the gardening club who is having some, circumstances, and there's a chicken on the screen who is telling me her day-to-day routine. That last one wasn't really important, I just thought it was funny. What eventually becomes interesting is that just like humans, these animals have a status quo, which brings in scenes of some characters going, I can't imagine our idol Lewis Senpai doing something so heinous. I'm sure it was that dirty, filthy Legoshi who did this, which creates a considerable amount of tension and distress between them. All of these little details make an incredibly immersive and captivating experience. So far, the manga has been adapted into 2 seasons of anime with 12 episodes in each one. The entire show is animated in CGI, and honestly, it is a damn shame that people still haven't given the series a chance because the show looks bloody great. Every fight scene is extremely hype, there is great level of fluidity in the behavior of the characters, and it does a great level of justice to the overall sound design as well. The show is a great watch when it comes to the production quality, and I honestly don't remember seeing a single thing that bugged me. Now so far I have been only spouting positives about the show, but now we're getting into some of the weaker portions of the story. Honestly, calling them weak is kind of also weird in a way because they kind of make sense. The first one would be the pacing, and while it clearly isn't bad by any stretch of the imagination, it really slows down at certain points for building tension, which can make some of the moments very forgettable. I won't deny that 80% of the time they are great, but for the other 20% of the time they were dragged out so much that I just couldn't help myself to look at the episode count and roll my eyes. And then the second point would be the ending of season 2. Just like I said earlier, it isn't particularly bad, especially considering that the final season of Beastars is on its way. However, I can't deny that as a fan of the series, there was a lot of build up to the finale which had every right to surpass its predecessor, but in the end it just did not. Some of the continued stories from season 1 seemed rushed. I felt like one or two characters were overshadowed by a few other characters, and despite the story becoming more interesting revolving around Legoshi, the second season just didn't end on a high note like I expected. Now, I know some of the manga readers are already jumping on their seats, but chill out, relax. I'm pretty sure the rest of the story will be great. To wrap this up, I will say that Beastars is an anime that does a lot of things extremely well. From action, thriller, mystery, romance, and even comedy, the show is an incredible watch, and the production quality of the series is absolutely wonderful. It has all of the ingredients to become someone's favorite story, but I think you will have to sit through some small amount of really boring portions. And please, for the love of God, don't make a third grader watch this anime. Okay? Okay. Subscribe. I talk shit about anime and manga and will continue next time.